Hello students, good morning. I am Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, today we will discuss the chapter 7 of your English grammar, that is verb, its kind. Dear students, you all have read this topic in the previous classes, in class 3rd, class 2, and this topic you have to read it again in class 4 also. Dear students, what is verb? The word verb denotes an action. Okay, it is also known as doing word, action word. Okay, and verb is a word that denotes the action, and sometimes it also shows the position or state of being. Okay students, just open your notebook and start writing the definition of verb, meaning of verb. Okay students, just open your notebook and put the heading definition of verb. Definition of verb or meaning of verb. What is verb? Okay students, just write down. A verb is a word. A verb is a word. A verb is a word which denotes D-E-N-O-T-E-S, which denotes, just write down. A verb is a word which denotes an action, position, relation, or a state of being, state of being. Okay students, just write it. Verb is a word which denotes an action, position, relation, or a state of being. For example, we will see example. Dear students, just write down the example. Children play. First example we will discuss just here. Children play. C-H-I-L-D-R-E-N. Okay, children play. Or you can also mention an object. Children play cricket. Children play football. And that is also complete sentence. Children play. Dear students, in this sentence, the word play denote an action. The word play denotes an action. So that is a verb. It denotes an action. Dear students, in the definition you have seen that verb is a word which denotes an action. Okay, in this sentence we are getting an action, that is play. Dear students, what is action? Playing, eating, sleeping, dancing, moving, running. These are what? These are action. These are action word. Okay, the word which denotes an action, that is known as verb. Just see, a verb is a word which denotes an action, possession. Sometimes a verb also denotes possession. For example, we can see another example you can write here. Just see, I have a car. Okay students, just see here in this sentence, that helping verb, it denotes what? I have. That is also a verb. It denotes what? It denotes the possession. Possession means ownership. I have a car. Here in this sentence, the word have is a what? Verb. It denotes possession. Okay? It denotes possession. Okay, students, one more thing you can see, one more example, state of being, relation or state of being. She is tall. She is tall. Yes, students, in this sentence you can see here the word is a verb, but it denotes the state of being. How the girl is. How is she? Okay, she is tall. So it denotes state of being. Okay, students, so in this way we have understood what is verb. Okay, just see, a verb is a word which denotes an action, possession, relation or state of being. Example we have seen, children play. In this sentence the word play denotes an action, therefore that is verb. I have a car. In this sentence the word have denotes possession, therefore that is a verb. And she is tall. In this sentence the word is denotes a state of being, therefore that is verb. Okay, students, I hope that you all have understood the meaning or definition of verb. Okay, students, now we will discuss the kinds of verb. So students, just write it, and after completing it we will discuss the topic kinds of verb. Okay, students, I'm going to erase it. I hope that you all have written, and just put the heading kinds of verb. Just put the heading kinds of verb. Kinds of verb. Dear students, there are mainly two kinds of verb, main verb and helping verb. You can make the chart like that. Kinds of verb. Just see, that is verb. There are two kinds of verb mainly. You can also make like that. There are mainly two kinds. First kind is main verb. That is main verb. Another kind, that is helping verb, or you can say auxiliary verb. Helping, or it is also known as auxiliary verb. Okay. Auxiliary verb. Okay, students, just make it. There are two kinds of verb, main verb and helping verb. That is main verb and helping verbs. Okay. And main verb also can be categorized into two subkinds. That is transitive verb, transitive verb, and another is intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. Okay, students, just write down. Main verb can be categorized into two subkinds, that is transitive verb and intransitive verb. And helping verb or auxiliary verb can be categorized also in two subkinds, that is primary auxiliaries, okay. Second, modal auxiliaries. Okay, students, so these are the kinds of verb. There are two kinds mainly, main verb and helping verb. Main verb can be categorized into two subkinds, that is transitive verb, intransitive verb, and helping verb can be categorized into two subkinds, that is primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. Okay, students, in this chapter it is given. There are so many exercises also, but in this chapter in your book you have to read only these two kinds, that is transitive verb and intransitive verb. Okay students, you have to read, you have to study in detail about these two kinds, that is transitive verb and intransitive verb. Okay, first of all we will discuss what is main verb and what is helping verb. Then after we will discuss the topic, that is transitive and intransitive, that is given in your book. Okay students, so just see, I'm going to erase it. You write it in your notebook like this. Okay, and after completing it you put the heading main verb. What does mean by main verb? Okay students, I hope that you all have written, therefore I am going to erase it. Okay, just put the heading main verb. Main verb. Just put the heading main verb. Main verb. MAINVERBES. Okay students, just put the heading main verb. Dear students, main verb can be used alone without helping verb. Dear students, main verb can be used without helping verb. For example, he plays. Okay, but helping verb cannot be used without main verb. Okay, first of all we will discuss the main verb. Just write down about it. What is main verb? The verbs used alone. The verbs used alone are together Let's see, the verbs used alone are together with helping verbs. With helping verb. The verbs used alone or together with helping verb are called main verb. Are called main verb. Okay students, just write down. What is main verb? The verb used alone or together with the helping verb. It can be used alone or together with the helping verb. That is called main verb. For example, we can see. Just see the example. Just see the example. What is example? He laughs loudly. He laughs loudly. Yes students, in this sentence the word laughs is used without helping verb. There is no helping verb. Helping verb is do, does, is, am, are, has, have, shall, okay, etc. Dear students, we are using the verb without helping verb. That is main verb. Okay students, so main verb can be used without helping verb, but helping verb cannot be used without main verb. You can see students, just one more example I am going to show you. I am reading. Just see, I am reading. In this sentence, the word reading is main verb. The word reading is main verb, and that is am. Am is helping verb. Okay, in this sentence there is no helping verb used, but in this sentence the helping verbs is used. So on the basis of this example we can say that main verb can be used alone or together with the helping verb. In this sentence we have used the verb without helping verb. In this sentence we have used the verb with the helping verb. Okay, so now I hope that you all have understood what is main verb. Now just write down, and after completing it put the heading that is helping verb. Okay students, I hope that you all have written it, therefore I am going to erase it. Just put the heading, another heading, that is helping verb. Just put the heading helping verb. Another kind, that is helping verb. It is also known as auxiliary verb. Helping verb. Okay students, just see. A helping verb is one. A helping verb is one. A helping verb is one which helps the main verb, which helps the main verb to form a tense. To form a tense. Helping verb is a word which helps the main verb to form a tense. Voice, mood, etc. Okay students, just see. A helping verb is a one which helps the main verb to form tense, voice, mood, etc. For example, we can see example. Just see the example. I am reading. Just first example, I am reading. Dear students, as we have seen here, a helping verb is a word is one which helps the main verb. What is main verb here? The main verb is reading, and it is used, helping verb is used with the main verb for what? To form a tense, for making a tense. Yes students, that is present continuous tense. We use the helping verb to make a tense, voice, passive voice, active voice, and mood. Okay students, so in this sentence what is helping verb? The word am is helping verb, and what is main verb? That is reading. Reading is main verb, and we are using the helping verb to form a tense in this sentence. Okay, I am reading. This is present continuous tense. Okay, one more example. Just see another example. A letter is written by me. Dear students, in this sentence what is helping verb? That is helping verb. And what is main verb? Written is main verb, and we are using the helping verb is here to make a voice, passive voice. Okay students, so in this way we have understood that main verb can be used alone or together with the helping verb, okay, but helping verb cannot be used without main verb, and it is used with the main verb to form a tense, voice, mood, etc. Okay students, so today we have read the definition of verb, and there are two kinds mainly. There are two kinds, main verb and helping verb. We have discussed. In the next class we will discuss the another sub kinds, that is transitive verb and intransitive verb. Okay students, so that's all for today. Thank you.